Welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Singapore for Season 8. We were here last year and the year before. Fantastic year last year. We had some incredible matches, of course, and we'll see some of those faces that we saw last year back again in 2013. Notably amongst them, the finalists from last year, Grubby, of course, who came as close as he's ever come to winning a full-blown international StarCraft 2 event. He'll be back tomorrow in the group stages. We also have one spot left in that group stage, which means our final match of the day. Boo, I know. But don't worry, we've got 3 more days of StarCraft 2 action to come, and there's plenty more going on in esports this weekend as well. Let's check in with the bracket for the final time today and show you exactly how these players have come through. In fact, I don't know if we can show the bracket, actually, because they're kind of 2 brackets. So, I don't know, maybe we'll skip that, because the 2 players involved right now have actually come from both of the brackets that we've been playing today. We've played 2 open brackets. So, let's introduce you to the players before we go over to our commentators. Our first player, well, there we go. We can show you the brackets. Brilliant, thank you, guys. As you can see, Curious coming through on the top half of the bracket, and Effort coming through on the bottom half of the bracket. Those were the first brackets that we had. The second brackets also had 2 players coming through, but the people we're more interested in are the people that have missed out in the lower bracket final. In that one, it was Dream. In the bracket that we had earlier on, it was Avenge. So we've had plenty of StarCraft 2 action going on today. Okay, time for the players to come and join us on the stage here for our last game of the evening. Please welcome to the stage 2 men fighting for their lives. The last place in the round of 16 up for grabs. First of all, please make some noise for Avenge. And he will go up against the man you just saw, who had been very dominant in the other bracket, but unfortunately dropped down to the lower bracket at the last moment, and then got completely undone by the Zerg Effort. Can he make it one step further and beat Avenge in this final playoff game? Please welcome Dream. And your commentators for our final game of the day. It's a very special pairing. We hope you enjoy this one. We have Le Todd with the Local Man.
Thanks, Paul. Welcome to the caster's desk. I'm joined by Blisk, a
Hello,
local.
Todd.
You're from Singapore.
Yes, indeed.
And it's going to be interesting to hear what you have to say about these 2 players and this game in general. You've been already doing a lot of analysis and casting, so to speak, over there at the chill couch where we watch the games as well.
That was really fun, by the way.
Just a bit of complaining as well, too.
I was not the only one. But yes, I don't really know much about Avenge's PvT. I've watched him play against MMA before, but that was a really long time ago. And he went some wonky Stargate builds with like void ray timings, with gates and stuff like that. But for Dream, he's a really solid PvT player. A lot of just multi-pronged attacks and being really aggressive, similar to Maru. What do you think?
So who do you think has the edge then in this matchup?
I actually think Dream might take it.
Because he's Terran or because he's better?
I'm going to say because it's Terran.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bold statement here.
Yeah. No, but I just think his aggressive style just works really well against like timing attacks and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'd expect him to do really well.
So the players are going to be doing the map vetoes here in a second. Going to be interesting to see what they remove.
Yep.
Is this your first Intel Extreme Masters?
No, I was here in the last Singapore Intel Extreme Masters.
Did you do better than this time? Or?
Yeah, I did. It was a much easier open bracket.
Okay.
So
yeah, you had a tough time, but you met great players here, very good players.
Yeah, but like...
That doesn't help.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to see what maps these players choose to remove. Dream going for Yonsu as a map veto. I guess as a Terran, I mean, I don't really see what map you have to remove in priority. Some of them will remove Aquilon Waste here and there. Sometimes some of them remove Belcher Vestige too. Derelict Watcher, I perfectly understand from Podos.
Yeah, I think Yonsu is because of the chokes mainly, like Colossus, timings and stuff like that.
But Frost?
Frost was a remove by Avenge, right?
No, by Dream. Look.
Really?
Yeah, it's like on one side or another. So Avenge removing Derelict. I wouldn't be surprised if Polar Knight follows as a map veto. But what? Belcher Vestige? Is this working right? Did this guy just veto my favorite map in Podos vs Terran?
I think Belshire is like the map where every set kind of plays it, right? It's a really
It's the most liked map overall, but by every race.
Surprising, but maybe he has some plans. And really friendly handshake.
It's like, I like you, but I'm about to smack you. How good is your Protoss versus Terran compared to, for example, your Protoss versus Zerg? Is it your best matchup? Are we going to get some knowledge bombs out of you here?
Maybe. I'm a really maybe unique playstyle kind of guy.
Oh, wow.
Like I play differently from
you speak very highly of yourself.
I try. It is
you don't
time,
try.
It is time for me to shine. I am here casting IEM, why not?
So you actually, okay, you played Nesty and San in this tournament.
Yep.
So you didn't get to play a Terran.
In fact, my open bracket didn't have a Terran.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Zergs and Protoss.
Is this your best matchup? No way.
Which?
Terran.
Terran?
Yeah. Your worst matchup has to be Zerg, the way you talk about them.
Really?
Yeah.
I think maybe just Muta.
Okay. All right. What I want to know the most about in this series is how Avenge is going to open. I think we can kind of know what to expect out of Dream. It's pretty much always a similar style where he goes expand, he goes for bio, he goes for some medivac drops, but does he go for a third command center? I guess that's a question mark. And does Avenge go for some very aggressive builds? And if yes, which one?
Yep.
Blink Stalker all in, Oracle playing to some kind of Colossus transition. There is lots of options at hand here. And going into this series, if I was Dream, I would definitely be feeling a little bit uncomfortable with that, because somebody like Avenge can basically pull anything out of his hats. Any strategy that's being very aggressive, he's going to be able to make work very, very well. But he can also macro, maybe not as well as he can execute aggressive builds, but still he's probably capable of doing it as well. So
yeah, so
we'll see in a moment here.
It's interesting.
And first map, Akin and Waste.
Of course, like there is the recent Oracle buff, so it's really popular now, especially on the Korean server against Terrans. And there's even this meta game where Terrans have been just going for like 2x proxy because of this proxy Oracle. And so
really,
yeah, it's gonna be interesting what Avenge will decide to go for.
Okay. Do you like the new Oracle? You use it a lot?
Yeah.
You probably do it every game.
Not every game. Some games when I feel good and I want to make Terrans feel bad.
Isn't that like every time?
Yes.
All right, the game's getting on the way, guys, here. This is the last and final series of the day. The winner of this match will advance on to the group stage, which will start tomorrow. We are on Aquilon Waste, and Avenge will be playing against Dream. I'm joined by Blisk. Nice of you to join me.
Thank you. It's an honor, and I'm really looking forward to this cast.
Why is it an honor? Because you're happy to cast IEM, or because you look up to me so much as a fellow Protoss player?
I do look up to you.
Okay,
both.
Wow.
Both.
Thanks. And in the bottom right-hand corner, yes, I have to do the introduction because I'm the play-by-play guy this time. We have Dream. And I'm going to let you do Avenge.
On the top left-hand corner, we have, from Startail, Avenge.
Not bad.
I was actually like slightly afraid I got the team wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
All right, do you think Avenge opens up with an Oracle on this map? How likely is it? I guess he has to expect Dream to scout very early on. Like you always expect a Terran of this level to scout. Then again, I mean, Dream is one of the only few Terrans that I've seen basically lose 12 SCVs to an Oracle very early on in Heart of the Swarm, I think it was, when he played the tournaments. I think it was against First. And an Oracle flew into his mineral line, and I mean, I'm going to remember this scene for the rest of my life. 12 of his SCVs died. He didn't even move them. So he might have some kind of mental block still.
Maybe.
Versus Oracles, I would definitely think, yeah, he probably improved against it. Now, like you said, it's very popular these days, so the Terrans, they're going to expect it. And a lot of the time, they're going to have Marines in position in their main to be able to defend against the Oracle. And by defend, I mean lose a few Marines and kill it. Yeah,
but I mean, like, I feel Dream is really overlooked in this tournament. People start to forget that he is the winner of IEM Katowice, right?
He took second.
Took second?
Yeah, first won that.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but second is still quite a feat, of course.
You should make it to the finals of any tournament that's this stacked.
Especially in this caliber.
Yeah.
And we see only one gas from both players. And I'm quite surprised for Avenge that he goes one gas. So probably quick expand build.
With the Zealot cancel.
Yep.
Very, very standard, whereas we're going to see a Reaper out of Dream. I like how the probe was patrolling here, where an add-on could be made at the time.
Yeah.
Let's see if this probe gets out on time here. Can he time the Reaper very well? Do you know at what time the Reaper comes out? This Reaper? Do you know the build time of a Reaper?
45 seconds.
Hey, you're looking at it, man.
No, I'm not
would
looking
you have
at
known it?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay, I don't believe you. And
do you know when it would come out?
Well, I didn't look at the time. That's why I was asking you. I was trying to put you on the spot.
3:30. So I'm right.
It was 3:32.
Yeah.
Anyway, Avenge is trying to put down the expansion. Usually you will go for this cancel on the Zealot, but now since there is an SCV there, he has to let it finish. And with the Mothership Core on the way, he's going to be able to defend against the Reaper. Can the Reaper get there on time to prevent the Nexus from going down? Actually, we had no eBay made here by Dream, which I guess is okay. He wanted to get the reactor plus his own command center started. He wasn't that rich at the time, so he's not going to risk it. Yeah, especially since there is a Zealot, it wouldn't have done much.
Smart move by Avenge, hiding his probe for a bit from this Reaper, so it doesn't snipe off the probe and, you know, cause the Nexus to be delayed even more.
And he actually has a probe in his open space, man.
Wow.
If this was Elfie, there would be 3 more gates being made right now, and Warp Gate almost finished.
And, oh, Factory to follow this up. Do you think Widowmine drop, maybe?
I mean, this is kind of what I like to call the MVP build, where you get the reactor, the command center, and then the factory. There's a lot of possible follow-ups, so usually, yeah, you're going to see a quick starport being made. But now this was spotted. So maybe this could basically incite Dream to do something a little bit different. Maybe, for example, throw down double engineering bay here, knowing that his opponent is going to be expecting some kind of Widowmine drop. But no, he goes for the standard. The quick starport, he's getting a Widowmine as well now. He's gonna, I'm actually surprised he's not getting a bunker, but I guess he knows his opponent went for the Nexus, so there is no way he's gonna have that many units just yet. And with the position of the Twilight here, if this gets scanned, I mean, it's not gonna be pretty bad for Avenge, because this will be revealed, and sometimes you do see scan between the main and the natural.
Yep. It's a good place to scan, especially if you want to be scouting units and stuff like that.
This pylon was spotted by Dream. So if you realize that there might be something there,
he's going to scout it.
Yeah, he's going to see the Twilight now. So
he sees it.
This is pretty big here. The thing is, nothing has been started. No Dark Shrine, no Blink just yet. But now Dream is at least going to know about the options here, and he's going to lose his one Reaper. He sees there is no Dark Shrine in the back of the base.
And Blink.
And with Blink being made now, I do think that this is going to be at least 2 extra gateways, maybe 4 more. If this is a 5-gate heavy pressure, Avenge wouldn't have detection against the Widow Mines, but then he would have Blink, so it will be very tricky for him to make war. But the Stalkers in the middle of the map, they're going to meet some Marines here. And they're definitely going to be pretty happy about this. The Marines are going to try to bait the Stalkers into the Widow Mine, but Avenge does not fall for it. He has 1 photon overcharge ready already, and he gets the Robo behind this. So playing it pretty safe here.
And I actually think after the defense, he would just try to hit the timing here. But whether it's too late or not, whether Stim finishes, whether there are medivacs by the time, it's really up to...
If this probe spots the medivac here, this will be huge, and it does look like it's barely going to miss it. The medivac is... Ooh, shouldn't fly in the vision of the Stalkers. Has to be very careful here. The Stalkers being there waiting for Marines to start kiting them from afar. Yeah, this means there is a threat. Okay, he saw it. Pretty nice here. But
it's interesting how he only drops Widow Mines. Like, after he saw the Stalkers, he just said, okay, no, going with Marines is just wasting them, basically.
1 in the natural is going to be able to get 3 probes. Nice shot here. And 1 in the main. How many can this one get? Boom. 4 probe kills. No, 3 probes. Oh, no. Yeah, the Zero didn't die. So 4.
Yeah.
So 8 probes were killed in total in this game. Double gateways being thrown down behind this. I think Avenge, he realized that he fell a little bit behind on economy here. And he's going to want to go for some kind of aggression. He knows that his opponent invested into a starport, into Widow Mines. What does that mean? He's not going to have Steam Pack anytime soon. He's not going to have Combat Shield. And if he goes for a 5 gateway, Blink Stalker, either pressure or all in at this point, he could do a lot of damage. And I think this is a good idea. But the thing is, Dream, look at his main. He has completely anticipated this was going to come. He's made double bunker. He's getting a tank as well now.
Yeah,
I really like this situation for Dream.
Really good defense here from Dream. But
not yet.
Yeah,
it's really good preparation to
preparation.
Defend.
That was what I meant. Thank you, Todd.
Blink is ready, and
but it's going right at the natural, and there are no SCVs to repair that bunker right now.
I mean, this...
And,
he lost a lot more than he was supposed to regarding shields and one Stalker. He was not supposed to lose anything here.
Yeah.
Maybe he was looking somewhere else in the meantime. Getting a War Prism, this is very interesting. If a sentry is dropped up the ramp and force fields it, or even like from below, you can blink either into the main or natural, wherever there is no units, and do a ton of damage to your opponent. And I think that's what Avenge might try to go for. But he's not completely going all in with this. Behind this, he's chrono-boosting out probes. He's getting double gas at his expansion. He could take to Colossus if he wants to, or throw down the Dark Shrine as well.
But I think the best bet here for him is to attack through the natural. Like, there is a tank, and this tank actually, with the new patch, actually has a quicker attack rate. And that's actually even going to help with this Blink Stalker defense. And
he's going to blink in the main. Yeah. The tank already moving positions here. Only 2 Stalkers blinking there. I think this was a bait.
Yep, good move.
Oh, the Warp Prism is getting in position to maybe warp in something and try and go and force fill the ramp.
He's just trying to kill SCVs now and doing a good job of it. Slowly closing up the supply in SCVs.
And you know, with Medivac down on the map now, I really feel like Dream has nothing to be afraid of at this point as far as War Prisms and drops go. So, actually, Avenge, he's going to be very smart about this. He's not going to try to go for any kind of attack on the ramp and force fields. He's just going to put 4 Zealots inside the War Prism and wait until the Terran leaves his base, possibly to drop in there. You were actually just talking about this with Sase.
Yeah.
Saying it's one of his builds and you like it.
This is a really, like, it's quite a common maneuver, just having like 4 Zealots always and then just waiting for the Terran to move out, so he has minimal units in his base.
And he's going for it, like, with the War Prism.
Yep.
While defending with the Stalkers, he's going to have to blink away for now, but this drop in the main could kill a lot of SCVs.
Yep, let's see how much it does.
Oh,
and
Dream's not paying attention to his Medivacs! 2 Medivacs might get picked off. Avenge is playing it safe.
At the same time, ooh, SCV's actually surrounding the Zealots, but that's not the best fight.
He's gonna fall before the Zealots can be warped in. This is a huge mistake here. This could have done a ton of damage. There wasn't that much in the main of Dream here.
Yeah, and right now Avenge is just trying to buy time here. He's buying time for his Colossus to get out and just trying to blink away and try to engage in the middle of the map. Because if Dream actually reaches his base.
Yeah, Avenge needs to retreat at this point, and Dream has a huge supply lead right now. He has 63 army supply to 43. 20 army supply ahead. With the photon overcharge, Avenge is maybe going to be able to defend, but I mean, photon overcharge can only do so much, and not a single Colossus is out on the map. He needs a Colossus right now. He's about to come out. The first one comes out, but Dream is moving in there. He knows his timing is very, very short here.
Oh, he needs to turn on that. Yep, and he does go with the photon.
Oh my god, I cannot believe those Stalkers across the map are still trying to pick off units. They have done such a good job of holding back reinforcements from Dream that he's actually quite scared right now to send reinforcements to rejoin his main army.
Yeah, it's really amazing how good Avenge is playing with just Blink Stalkers and transitioning out of it. Even though this pressure kind of failed, he just got only a few SCVs. And I think Avenge will be trying to get his third.
Nice pick off on 2 of those Medivacs. He forced his team as well. This is huge. There is only 3 Medivacs left. Some of those don't even really have that much hit points. And with this many Stalkers, Avenge feels confident enough to engage into this army. I mean, essentially, he's going to be able to fry all of those Marines with his Colossus. He needs some good Blink Micro, though.
And a great time warp on the army here as well. So he can't just stim up to the Colossus and attack it. Right now it does, and the Colossus does fall, and so many Blink Stalkers. I don't think he actually has enough, and yep, with the stim and the Marauders.
Because of the 1-1 on the army of Dream, and Avenge being 0-0 on his Stalkers, Avenge far too early. Thermal Lens was not finished, he's about to finish now, he has to pull probes. Dream is gonna stutter step and kite from afar, and he's gonna trade very, very well versus the units. The Colossus does go down. A lot of those probes have already died. Dream is trading very, very well here, even if he loses this entire army. I mean, he has a third behind this. Avenge does not. He's about 20 walkers ahead now. I think he's even going to be able to finish him off there.
Yeah, it's just that the upgrade lead actually even played a really huge role here.
1-1 versus 0-0 is actually a really big deal. And Avenge, he fought this off way too early. He had a lot of Stalkers. He felt confident. But in the end, there's just going to be too much. GG gets called. And Dream is going to win the first map here in this last series of the day. He wants to qualify. He actually looks really happy. Yeah, it's not over yet, man.
Someone should tell him it's only the first game, already taking off the headset.
I mean, he might have been really worried. That's why he looks so relieved. He saw the Blink Stalkers headed towards his base, and he was fighting it off at first, but then suddenly it looked like maybe he was going to suffer a lot of damage, so he got nervous. But in the end, his defense was close to perfect, and he defended well enough to secure himself a nice lead. And then he hit just the right timing that he had to hit before there will be too much. And I mean, Avenge just, he got overconfidence.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit impatient.
Yeah,
as well.
And like, God knows you need a lot of patience when you play Protoss. What?
Are we back to this? Do we really want to go down this path? But I have to say that going with Blink and transitioning out of it, especially with his Blink Stalkers at the middle of the map, that is such a good play. So you really diminish the Terran army. And
I actually thought this was bad at the time when he was trying to do it, because I knew that if I had done it, I would have lost all the Stalkers and not killed anything. So in the end, like, he pulled it off quite well. He was blinking all over the place, sniping units, and he had that critical count at units to be able to make sure that you're not going to lose to small portions of units. And yeah, it worked out pretty well. But then after that, I mean, when you go this Stalker heavy, your army is not durable. Yep. So he felt like he had to fight. But he fought just before Thermal Lance was finished. I mean, why are you even going to start Thermal Lance if it's to fight just before it finishes? So he went for the fight, kind of went full tilt there and lost everything.
And I think also the fact that his Warp Prison got picked off. Imagine those 5 Zealots actually got warped in. That would have been huge. No? I think he was only on 5 gates, maybe. Okay,
it seemed like a huge warping at the time. I really thought this was going to do much. I don't know, man. You were talking about the strat. You were like 8 Zealots, so I was like, this has to be the Blisk build, which is actually the Sasse build.
Yeah, was actually the Sasse build. But since he doesn't do it anymore, I shall take over.
You steal it?
Yeah, steal it.
You steal the copyrights of the builds from him. Yeah. You do that? Wow, you're not very nice. I don't want you to use my builds, because then you're going to steal credit for them anymore.
But I like them.
My builds?
Yeah.
Which one?
The PVZ ones.
Which one?
The one where Stefano was still playing, and then you...
The proxy gates. You're such a troll. Come on, man.
All right, so what is the next map, Todd?
Don't know. Didn't get the invite just yet. We're going to find out in a second.
All right.
And do you have any shoutouts?
No.
Is your family watching?
I doubt so.
Why?
I don't know. I think
some of your friends came here to watch you play?
Not today. Not today. They're not coming down for the event.
Come today, they're not going to come any day.
Exactly. No, they'll be coming down for the next few days. Okay. But, you know, too bad. Too early. That's life, man. You don't seize the opportunity. Yeah.
I mean, in your defense, the open bracket was really tough. I don't think I would have lasted long.
Don't say that.
Why?
You're pretty good.
Oh, come on. Stop. I was trying to defend you. Now you're throwing flowers at me. No. I mean, if you look at the player list in this tournament, like, this is actually scary.
Really stacked, yeah.
Like, how many Koreans play in the open brackets and are dominating it too. Like, it's going to be all Koreans qualified. Okay, we just got the invite. Whirlwind is going to be the next map.
Interesting. I think this actually plays in favor of Dream style.
Because of the drops?
Not only because of the drops. I think
because of the 3 command center gamble.
from the last game, I think it confirmed the fact that Avenge is a very timing-based player. Not only because he scouted the factory and went for the build. I think he's just very timing-oriented.
Yeah. Per mineral line.
Yeah, maybe, maybe.
Okay, game's getting underway, and Whirlwind is going to be our map as we mentioned. Dream versus Avenge, the last series of the day. The winner of this match moves on to the group stage, which starts tomorrow. Which one of these players will make it? Dream has the lead right now, and I really thought he was the favorite going into this match, and he confirmed that in the first game. So here we go. In the bottom left-hand side, we're gonna have our red Terran player Dream.
And in the top right-hand side, we have Avenge from StarTale.
All right, so Avenge. We mentioned he likes to go for aggressive builds, but this is Whirlwind. This is a 4-players map where Terran loves to go for a command center first. Now, as much as I would like to see him go for some kind of quick Zealot Stalker Mothership Core aggression to try and do some damage against a command center first, I think going for Nexus first or a very greedy build here would definitely surprise Dream.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, especially how the last game played out. Dream might be just expecting another timing from Avenge. And if Avenge actually goes to like 3 bases really quickly, and like tries to pull off some kind of timing, I think that would really work out here for Avenge. But again, this was the exact map that I saw him go for a Void Ray timing with like 3 Void Rays, 5 gates or so, and try to hit the Terran before medivacs are out.
Yeah.
And it's actually really, really effective.
You know what's a very good Void Ray all-in build that could work well on this map? You go for one Oracle with a proxied Stargate, you do some damage with it, and then you follow up with a Void Ray plus Gateway all-in, which some Korean Protosses have been doing quite successfully.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could definitely picture Avenge doing this in this game.
Yeah, at least the fact that like your Stargate is already so close.
Yeah, with an expansion though.
Yeah, yeah, with a second base.
Definitely not on one base. Only Genius does that and pulls it off.
2 gas, so we can already see that it might be some form of early tech or else just early units, like Mothership Core, of course.
Do you think he does 2+2 on his gases or 3+3 very quickly?
2.
Okay. Let's see. He's just going to be 2+2 at first, and
maybe after Cybernetics Core 3+3.
But then that will mean he doesn't go for the Nexus. Because you don't have money, you have mass gas.
True.
Yeah, so I think, just going to stay on 2+2.
I would just be interested in what units he'll be making from the gateway, or units at all.
He's going for a scout. Maybe Nexus and then proxy a Stargate across the map, but I think that probe is going to meet that SCV along the map.
Yeah.
In which case,
when
I
the
mean,
SCV turns
you can be very suspectful. Is that even a word? You can really suspect, suspecting if you're the Terran player and scout for it with a Marine. And if you find a proxy, I mean, it's just that much weaker.
Yeah. Like, if you scout any form of timing, actually, you can always prepare yourself for it. And, of course, any timing coming unprepared is much more effective than a timing coming prepared. So
I agree. And the Nexus went down here.
Yeah.
Let's see if Avenge goes for a proxy. He didn't go for a third pylon inside of his base just yet, which makes sense because he had to start the Mothership Core and Warp Gate first. Let's see where this probe goes.
Yeah, and you still see like the gas is still building up, but he's just
26. Oh no, he's just gonna go for a pylon in his main. Looks like 26 out of 26. He's actually gonna be supply blocked here for some time. Oh, the probe. He has to be careful. He's gonna run into a Marine here. He turns around immediately. Nicely done. Gonna be able to save that one.
Yep. And seeing just one Marine.
The probe in the main. Stargate.
Oh, will it? Will it?
Yeah.
You have to.
He had more than 100
Well done. And like Avenge seeing only one Marine at the front, he should know that it is command center first. Because at this time, if you go for Rex first, you would have like maybe 3 to 4 Marines.
And you know Dream, he didn't scout the double gas of his opponent, but he saw the timing at which the Nexus was made.
Yep.
Only from this, he should be able to know by looking at the clock that there he's probably 2 gas in the main.
Yeah, it's actually really significant. Like if you take the 2 gases compared to 1 gas, your Nexus actually comes down like 10 to 15 seconds later, and it's really obvious to like really high level players as Dream. And
whereas it's not as obvious as to lower level players like ourselves, even though we just pointed it out. We're just trying to sound smart.
Yes.
And Oracle was made first.
I read it off a book.
Avenge is getting a gas at his expansion already, just 1, which is a bit odd.
I think this 1 could mean a timing actually. You get extra gas, so you can.
You need gateways.
Like
you can do 2+2+2.
Extra gas, then you can add your Void Rays, and then after you add the gates, you can go for more Stalkers instead of going for like a Zealot.
You don't need that much gas, I think, if you want to go for a timing. You need gateways earlier than that, so you can start producing. Like look now, Warp Gate is going to finish, and he only has 1 gateway. So you think he throws down like a lot of extra Stargates now?
Maybe. No, I just think he's going to cut probes, actually. But he's still going with them. We'll see if he decides to. But he's obviously going for Void Rays, and Void Rays don't...
Like you don't get them for the late game.
You don't get them for the late game.
That's not the death ball you want to go for.
The only funky style I've seen anyone go Void Ray in the late game was to defend drops, because Medivacs are armored. But that is so rare.
Marines are pretty happy about Void Rays usually.
Indeed. Especially with Stim and Medivac.
2 gateways were added on. Avenge is still making probes, which I'm a little bit confused about. I really thought that by this time he would have added like 6 extra gateways and then just gone completely YOLO mode and try to basically finish this before Medivacs are out on the map.
And in fact, the Oracle's already got 6 kills, so that's pretty decent. Like it's Avenge is still ahead in Harvesters, even though he's had like supply blocks and cut probes in quite a few times, and he's adding on 2 gates already and adding on his 4th gas.
Oh, Dream sees that there was an Oracle outside of his natural when he tried to move out with an SCV. So he knows something's wrong here, and there is the possibility for an all-in behind this. He's going to throw down double extra bunker. He actually has Marines in his main. He has to be careful, moved out a little bit out of position here. Gonna lose a single SCV, 2 even. And with Medivacs getting underway very, very soon, I mean, Avenge missed his timing here. I'm starting to think he doesn't want, like, it's what you said, basically. Yeah. He wanted to go for the Void Race to defend against Medivacs. The scan's gonna miss the Stargates.
But do you think it really matters? Like, scouting this many gates, I think is already gonna make Dream go like, okay, I should make a ton of bunkers, maybe, and like, pull SCVs to defend?
Yeah, but he sees the gates at this time, and he missed 2 of the gateways down there, so he doesn't know the gateway count or anything. He just knows something's up. And from there, he might go for a drop. I mean,
very true.
Like, if he has seen the Void Race, like, you don't go for drops. You're like, well, I'm definitely not dropping against 3 or 4 Void Race.
Put all your forces at the front and try to defend. Oh my god!
Yeah.
He salvaged all 3 bunkers, and that is, you're exactly right. He's trying to go for an aggressive push here, and I don't really think it's going to be that effective, especially with the 4 Void Rays out already.
The pylon is quite far, actually, from the natural of Dream, but it's not going to matter if he gets caught out of position. Those Medivacs filled with units starting to move across the map now. One Stalker might be able to spot this. The factory barely misses the proxy pylon. That's near Dream's base. No turrets were made by Dream still. He's leaving some Marines in his mineral lines.
Do remember, Medivacs are armored, so if the Void Rays come in contact with them, it's so easy to kill them.
Yeah. I remember Medivacs are armored. I don't always remember Vikings are, but Medivacs I do.
You want to try Void Ray Colossus against Terran?
No.
I don't think it's a good idea either.
Avenge is going to start moving across the map. He's actually he made quite a few probes for somebody who wants to go for timing, which really surprises me.
55. It's slightly more than 2 base saturation, which actually gives him the option
slightly
to transition
more than the 38 you need. Sorry, go ahead. Just joking.
Yeah, but it actually gives him the the choice to transition out of it even.
He goes for a Twilight, actually.
So I won't be surprised. Storm after this, maybe?
You know what I think he's trying to punish? A quick 3rd base, or like a quicker 3rd base than basically what Stream is getting, which is a quiet late command center.
Okay.
And the Oracle gets in the main. There's no turrets there still. Dream being quite greedy with this. He's going to lose a few more SCVs, and the Oracle, I was going to say he's going to get out of there alive, but it's actually just idle down there.
Oh, and good force fields here, just picking off a few units, a few SCVs, and that's actually what he wants to get. I don't think he needs to really commit with this army right now.
Oh, Templar Archive goes down behind this.
Yep, and exactly. Charge and Storm. It's interesting because you can go Charge and Storm and then have your Void Rays just focus down the Medivacs, and they basically don't have heal. And, you know, Bio without heal is so weak against Charge lots.
Avenge is doing this so well, and this guy has balls of steel, because if I do this, I always feel like I'm going to drop the moment I move out, and even brought his Mothership Core, actually. So I guess he could have recalled.
Yeah.
But still, like, if you recall, the Terran just picks up and leaves. But now...
And that's exactly what he does. 1 Medivac heading
the
out.
Mothership Core went home, so now I can use the Photon Overcharge. But imagine it was 2 Medivacs, it would have been too much for the Photon Overcharge to hold.
In fact, it even flies over the pylon, so Avenge is really aware that this Medivac is coming, so I won't be surprised. Yep, he does warp in 2 High Templars even in preparation of this.
I think he should be pulling back very soon, Avenge, realizing that he's done enough delaying on the 3rd base of his opponents.
I think maybe once...
Wow, that revelation, he can see everything right now.
Once maybe the 3rd is close to done, he'll just pull back and be in a defensive position.
Look at Avenge vision, man. This guy can literally see everything.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not pulling back yet. He's getting charged, level 2 ground armor as well. And with 2 Templars already out and Storm on the way and close to finishing, he's going to be in a great position. Look at how many gateways he's added to.
Smart move actually by Dream, going to the 3rd, because, you know, what units that he have? He has a bunch of Zealots. Maybe this can stop it, but actually moving to the 3rd is the smartest choice, because if he moves to the natural, everything is there to defend already.
And killing the pylon that he killed here was very important. One hit point. A Stalker, 2 Stalker are going to be warped in the main. Dream comes back into natural. There's nothing here to kill him. Feedback maybe, actually. 7. Maybe. Oh, he doesn't have the energy. 43. No, he does on one of those. Well, I guess his units can just pick this up as well.
And Avenge is pulling back, but Dream is already on the way as well.
Yeah, but Storm is finished already. Not that much energy on these Templars, but if Avenge delays the fight and gets at least 2 good Storms off on this army, actually even without Storms, I think he will do well against this army.
Yep. And
did he just kill one of his probes? Oh yeah, because he wanted to warp in the Templar.
Oh.
He was supply block, so he killed one of his probes. He wanted to warp that one in very quickly. And I feel like Dream is going to be almost impossible here for him to make this work at this time.
Yeah, just look at the supply, and it's not even like Avenge is crazy ahead in workers or anything. It's actually army supply that he's ahead in as well. And
Dream baits the army of Avenge. over here, where has another pack of his army, he's gonna steam into the natural. He's trying to basically spread the army out of the Protoss to basically not ever get stormed.
Sick force fields.
Yeah, but nice pickup.
Yeah.
And those force fields are pretty sick in helping the Terran right now, because Dream is standing behind them. There's no Zealots.
He recalled into the main, but right then Dream saw that and immediately dropped the third. Really smart maneuver here by Dream, and that's exactly what you need to do to try to get back into the game. And
the thing is, I mean, Dream has done some damage, and that was obviously a very nice move. But he's only killed 11 walkers, while he's lost 27 so far in this game. So the supply lead is still for Avenge. And Dream is going to need a lot more than that to be able to come back in this game. Those angry Zealots are going to keep on charging in depth. Oh, he lost the Forge before +2 armor finished, actually. This is going to be a big deal. Yeah. 2-2 started for the Terran now. I cannot believe this.
Yeah, what's really got going for Dream is really the upgrade lead.
And I think he goes for an attack now. Look at these Templars. They are ready to kill the entire Terran army in 5 storms.
Yeah, he's got 166 supply. And
actually, there's 2 Ghost Academy.
In fact, he even has a proxy pylon here.
But Dream doesn't have the money to make any ghosts right now, which he so importantly needs. So he's going to need like the best concave and best micro ever to be able to hold this upcoming attack from his opponent. He has a third base, but no ghosts are being made. I cannot believe he's not getting ghosts. Oh, the storms! You need to start a step, Dream.
Oh, and the Templar slowly inching forward, and what a great storm there, lands on most of the bio. And another one, good split out there, but wow, look at how red and orange these units are already. I mean, I think Avenge has got this. I mean, with this push, he's going to the third right now.
It's going to be impossible for Dream to hold this here, or close to impossible, without ghosts. He's getting his first ghost now. And I mean, this 2-2 on the way is really not helping him too. He spent a lot of money into this. He's probably going to die before it finishes. Nice force fields. More storms go down on the bio of Dream. The supply now almost doubled by Avenge. And well, these storms, man, they're just going to completely steamroll the Terran army. Avenge has done it here on Whirlwinds.
He played it out so well. And good game.
You know, this is one of those builds that looked very good here. But I know that if I try it on ladder, I would get completely smashed and be like, what the hell is this build? Like, how do you make this work? But thinking on the build that Avenge just used here, do you agree with me that he went for like those 4 Void Rays plus loss of Sanctuaries and Zealot to hit a timing, basically where the Terran takes a third base and do damage, and also be able to defend versus the Medivacs like we mentioned. And a lot of the time against a greedy build, you're going to be able to either do a lot of damage or at least gain some kind of lead with the attack that he went for in the mid game. Yeah. Now in this case, he realized that his Terran opponent went for the late command center, which he put on his natural, so there was no damage to be done unless he committed to a huge attack. So he reacted well. He went for his own third base, he went for the contain, and behind this, he was able to make this work with lots of Templars and Storm against no ghosts.
Yeah. Actually, some of the really good transitions is whenever you do like a 2-base timing as Protoss, it's like you just camp outside. You know you can't attack in, you camp outside, you get your own third up, and you're basically ahead in workers. And you've got the Terran basically camping on 2-base, being really paranoid, trying to drop maybe, but you've got some units at home to defend as well. And then you just pull back when your third base is done, and then play defensive and try to win from there.
It sounds like PvP, but on 1 base. You get some kind of lead and then you go for the contain. Anyway, Polar Knight is going to be our last map here in this last best of 3 of the day. And who will advance? Is it going to be another Protoss, or will Dream make it?
That is the question.
Who do you think?
Why not we jump quickly into the introductions first, right before we get into that.
All right, since you're so eager, you do the first one.
Top left, we have our Terran player, Dream, from Team MVP.
And his opponent starting in the bottom right-hand corner. We have Avenge playing for Team Start, playing as the blue Protoss. You see him on the screen now. He dyed his hair just for this event.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding, but probably did. Koreans, when they travel to events, man, they want to show off their brand new hair sometimes. They dye just before going. It's for good luck, you know?
Oh, okay.
I actually have no clue, but...
I would do that.
Next event. Sure. Maybe you'll win a map. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Wow.
That was really mean, I'm sorry.
Okay, have fun casting alone.
Well, I told you we are going to play a little bit tonight, and you can take revenge for this on me. And
you know, I just want to say, this map, to be honest, in my... Oh.
Look at what's happening. You called it too.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, you talked about this earlier, I think, of the 11-11.
Oh, 11, yeah. A lot of Terrans do this, especially on this map. Why? Because the rush distance is just so close.
Yeah, and also the proxy oracle is more like very likely on this map too. It's a 2-players map on which it's pretty hard for Protoss to make anything work. I feel like this is definitely one of the outer maps versus Terran. So a lot of Protoss feel compelled to go for this kind of thing.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, like, if this actually pulled out into the mid game, imagine if Avenge tried to do a timing.
He's barely going to miss it.
Oh, he's going to miss it. But he's going to scout it out. I mean, he's going to go to the base and see no racks, and he's going to know what's going on. Anyway.
Yeah, but going for double gas.
If it actually went into mid game, timings for Avenge would be very easy, but late game, it would be so easy for turns to drop.
It's a proxy, I think. He went for the quick double gas and no second pylon, only had probes in the middles. This is disastrous here for Avenge.
This is exactly...
I cannot believe this is happening. You called it from the very start.
I can't actually believe this is happening.
I guess that's why you play on Korean server, man. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
I guess you've been to racks a lot of times.
I have. You know how irritating it is. Anyway, but we see the SCV pool coming out already. And
yeah, this is going to be so strong. There is no units back at home for Avenge.
And he's not even going to make a mothership core. That's the thing.
I mean, even if he's able to get an oracle.
Yeah, now he starts the mothership core because he starts seeing one marine.
Yeah,
he knows what's up.
What you need is a stalker, like 3 stalkers. He's not even going to start a Stargate across the map. He has this probe there. Right now he knows he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to try with some mothership core, but not even being able to make a stalker right now. He's in a wall of trouble. He finally starts the stalker. The mothership core is going to chase those marines. But I think with those SCVs in support, Dream is going to be able to trade well enough. The bunker is going to finish too. Behind this, if he gets into the bunker, this game basically ends instantly.
Yeah, he has to block off the ramp with his probes, but so many probes already being lost here.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough. They're going to kill the Marines, but then the SCVs still remain alive and take on these probes head to head. And the Stalker is going to go down the ramp to try and prevent any Marines from getting into the main. It's a very smart move here by Avenge, but I do not think it's going to be enough. We're already on 5 mining probes against 4 mining SCVs plus a mule.
Yeah, do note that like the Stalker is already out, so he can start microing against the Marines, and Dream is actually pulling back. That's
what the hell? Did he just hold that?
Well,
my mind is blown right now.
Yeah, that was
cannot believe.
Interesting.
I think,
but like
Dream should try to sneak some Marines into the main because he already has the bunker there. So if he hides them on the map, gets counterattacked, then he can basically do damage back at home of the Terran player. Of the Protoss player, and then defend at home with the 1 bunker that he has. And he's starting a barracks back at home too. This was, oh my god, this was so interesting. I really thought that Avenge would already be out of this game right now. But that was such a nice hold. But I guess Protoss around the world, yourself as well, playing against this proxy sometimes, I guess you know what to do now.
Really?
Yeah, you go down the ramp and you don't let the Marines get in.
To be honest, I still think Avenge is in a horrible position.
Yeah, but he's not dead at least.
Okay, yeah. That is a good scenario, right?
Yeah, when you survive.
When you survive.
That 1 mule, just before coming back and bringing the minerals home.
Yeah, the reason why Dream isn't engaging here is because you need 3 Marines to kill a mothership core, and he doesn't have that. He only has 2. So he's waiting for his barracks to be complete or to land a barracks and to, you know...
And it's funny because Avenge knows about this. As soon as he sees 3 Marines, he's going to be heading home.
Wow. And right now, Avenge is actually inching back.
Wow. And
look at that.
Dream actually had to salvage the bunker back at home.
Yeah.
He's going to start mining from his natural. That's such an insane game we're seeing here.
I'm really surprised how this game is actually turning out. Yeah. I guess because of the mothership core, that early mothership core and the Stalker chrono boosted. Good reaction there from Avenge. And, you know, just pull as many probes as you can afford and just go. You know, YOLO. You kind of have to. And
so what do you think Avenge goes for from there?
It's interesting.
Late proxy is out of the question. Maybe Blink?
He's trying to... I don't know. I think he still has that 1 pylon.
Yeah.
So but I mean, he could go for the proxy Stargate, but
his economy is so low, and he knows his opponent is getting a lot of Marines now. I think he already has 2 gases. He knows that his opponent is going to be on Marines for quite some time. I think going for Blink here could be quite good.
No, wait, hold on. If you notice, like, Dream is still on 3 racks, right? Yeah. And Avenge knows this as well.
Blink Stalkers versus Combat Shield-less, Marines, and Stimpack-less, and no Medivacs either. Hey, he goes for the Twilight Council, man.
You called it.
Great minds think alike. And he's going to throw down the Dark Shrine. No, I really feel like it's very unlikely we're going to see a Dark Shrine, but he's mining on 3+3 on his gases and only 12 probes on the minerals, so it's still possible.
Yeah, and in fact, this map is actually pretty good for Blink. there's a really large like area for you to blink up on, and it's really far from the ramp as well. And
I'm surprised Avenge is not sending his mothership core across the map to help spot those depots up the ramp. But I guess he wants to have it at home in case anything walks in, then he can use the photon overcharge.
Yeah, smart move, being safe here, and the blink goes down. Like I wanted to say how he was constantly still making stalkers has to indicate that it's blink.
I'm actually surprised he's getting a 4th stalker at this point. He should have made the gateways a little bit earlier maybe. Because now, I mean, as much as he's getting blink now, you need to start adding a lot of stalkers to your composition, and he's going to throw down 1 extra gateway for now. At least he needs at least 1 more, I think.
I think he just wants to time out the gateways perfectly. Blink takes about 170 seconds, and a gateway takes about 65 seconds. So even with chrono boost,
you just checked all that, didn't you?
No, man, it's all from the brain.
Yeah, I bet.
So with chrono boost, like even half the time of 170 seconds is going to be like nearly aligned with the gateway. And yeah, 2 gateways already, so it's going to be 3 gate, but so much gas.
I mean, he already has a proxy pylon across the map, but he seemed like not a very good corner, and some stalkers get out of position. Nice!
Really good.
By Dream.
Well, really good micro there, just trying to attack both stalkers with the concussive shell.
I cannot believe he thought of this and he had concussive shells.
Wow.
This is such a small play here. Oh my god, these players are playing amazing. This might have started with some nasty cheese, but this really turned into some very, very high level play.
I'm actually rooting for this game to go into macro.
Look at how much bioforces Dream has right now.
Yeah.
Avenge, he needs a sentry up his ramp, and he needs it presto at this point.
Yeah, I think he can as well. Like, he has so much gas, so he can afford for like a sentry or 2, but he's currently supply blocked. All right,
he's only getting stalkers.
Actually finishing soon.
Oh, Blink just finished. And Dream's gonna realize there is Blink up. He doesn't have Steam Pack or Combat Shield just yet. He's gonna chase those stalkers. Oh, Blink.
I don't think Avenge knows how much there is right now.
No sentry was made. Those
units
are gonna move up the ramp. And a lot of those stalkers are injured on very low hit points.
And he doesn't have the mothership core at home as well, so he can't do the photon overcharge. And right now, Avenge, he's not blinking perfectly. He's losing stalkers here and there, and a lot of stalkers already low on health. And is this actually gonna work?
Great macro by Dream. Dream trading very well. Back at home, he's losing a bunch of SCVs to the mothership core already on 7 kills. Both players killing each other's walkers right now.
And the probes around. Probes are really good against Marauders because Marauders take so long to kill them. And behind this, just get your stalkers to start targeting down the Marauders as well. All right, he's actually going to hold this, but he's losing so many probes at this point.
Yeah.
Even if he killed a bunch of SCVs, it's not going to be enough.
15 probes to 21 SCVs at this point. The mules are going to be so important as well on 1 base versus just 1. The mothership core is dying. 14 kills on it. The Marines are going to chase it down.
Yeah, it's
Steam Pack still not finished, and he's going to go down anyway. And Avenge, he's down to 3 stalkers. That's it. I think he has to go for a Dark Shrine here if he wants to be able to come back. He has no choice.
Yep.
I know Cass said went behind Mech Storm, but there are limits. He doesn't have any economy right now. Dream gonna go for the second command center behind this as well. He doesn't have any eBay. This Dark Shrine gonna be the only saving grace possibly.
Well. Like, especially the fact that Dream is muling so much with his low economy. He's not gonna think of saving scans at this point. So Dark Shrine might just catch him off guard.
Dream has to realize how far ahead he is on economy, and he has to know, I mean, if you're Protoss here, there's only so many options. You don't go for Storm, you don't go for an Oracle, you go for Dark Shrine almost every single time. It's one of the cheaper options, not just in price.
And ooh, he's actually cut those two Marauders off, and Marines trying to stim in, trying to catch another stalker maybe.
Oh,
and
they do get one.
And you know, the fact that Dream actually sees only 2 stalkers and 3 stalkers poking out, he should suspect something, right?
And he's getting an eBay, so I do think we're going to see at least 1 turret, and Avenge is in a world of trouble as Dream is looking to want and advance onto the group stage.
Yeah, Dream just really eager for this win right now, and he's even hiding a bunch of... no, he's not hiding. He's trying to scout out whether there are any secret proxies or stuff like that.
2 Dark Templars were warped in. They're going to start marching across towards Dream's base here, and no turret was made. He almost has his scan available on his first command center, and the second one, he's upgrading to an orbital command right now. Those Dark Templars, they cannot even go up the ramp. Avenge is actually going to hide them for now. Interesting. I think he wants to, he hopes that Dream's going to move out so that he can get up in the main. Does Dream notice there is a little bit of a blur around his expansion? He does not notice just yet.
I think the fact that he saw the second orbital command just made him say, okay, not going up there.
Yeah, he's hoping his opponent will use mules.
Yeah.
This is actually really smart, what Avenge has done. I cannot believe those players are doing all of those small things so well.
Oh, but Marines right now running into the main and getting cleaned up.
Oh, he's going to scan at the bunker. One of those Dark Templars is going to fall. The other one's going to barely escape. We have another scan available on the second orbital command, and Avenge, he went for it at the wrong time here. He's trying to get back in the main. The Dark Templar is stuck at the wall here, and I do think this is going to be scanned.
Oh, he has yet to scan though. He's trying to... Maybe he doesn't see the glimmer on his map just quite yet.
Oh,
and
this one Dark Templar is playing with fire here. This is going to be scanned as well. The other one at the ramp. Going to try to get back in there, but Dream can repair. Either way, I think Dream has defended this well enough to be able to secure himself the win, but I mean, Avenge, every time he's behind, he's able to make something happen. But I really feel like in this game, he's way too far behind.
Yeah, he's still trying to fight in. I mean, this is the last game. If you lose this, you're out.
4 Stalkers against 11 Marauders. Never going to go too well for the Stalkers.
Like, Avenge is still trying to fight. He's going to go for an expansion now.
Not even Huck could micro his way out of this one.
Top 3 control. No, have to find top 1. Maybe Avenge is top 1. You never know. And, oh, high position there, but not too much luck. Dream still sees the DT.
Yeah, Dream's probably laughing, looking at those 4 Stalkers trying to shoot down his factory. One of the Stalkers is actually going to die, down to 3 Stalkers. He just lost 25% of his army.
Every unit right now for Avenge is like gold. You just can't afford to throw anything away. And Dream, even having defensive units and having 2 medevacs full of units, gonna go for the aggression.
Yeah.
And
you know what Avenge should have done? Warping the Dark Templar at this top right-hand side pylon, kill the rocks or the ice, and then get into the main.
What? That is like some really new meta.
Yeah, man.
Can't Dream just can't Dream just see the fact that the rocks are getting hit by an invisible unit?
He can hear it though. Anyway, Dream going for the killing blow here. Avenge, very little army supply, 16 against 47. He doesn't even have the photon overcharge. I think this is gonna be it. He saved himself enough scans to be able to snipe all those Dark Templars upon seeing them. And Dream is gonna be our last player qualified for tomorrow here.
Yeah.
Has the lone Terran qualified today. 2 Zergs, 1 Protoss, and 1 Terran are going to be able to make it a sigh of relief on his face as he whips his hair back and forth.
He's so happy right now. Look at him. Even takes off the jacket. He's like, oh, getting too hot for me. And
I wouldn't know about that.
Congratulations to Dream.
Definitely deserves it. Played it so well here, and I'm sure he's going to be shaking his opponent's hand in a moment. Avenge. Wait a second. He's Avenge the guy who got to the finals of his bracket? Okay, no. He lost in the losers final of his bracket, and then he ended up beating... No, he ended up just barely losing to Dream just now.
Yeah.
So he's... Okay, it was... I think it was... Yeah, no, it was Avenge. I was thinking, oh my god, I'm so confused. I'm so tired, man. Okay, Avenge got to the winner's bracket of his group, and then from there, he lost to Squirtle.
Yep.
In the next match, he lost to San.
Which he beat 2-0 before.
Yeah, and now he lost to Dream. So he lost 3 matches in a row. He had 3 chances, and I guess you can call that like bubbling, like, you know, like the bubble guy, like in poker.
Bubble
like,
pop.
No. It means, Jesus, man. It means like you lose just right before the money, basically, or like before it's getting, like when it's very important.
Like right when...
Before the final table. In this case, before the group stage. And Avenge, I mean, he has to be devastated by his loss, but I'm sure we'll see him back at some more tournaments, just like we will see you trying again.
His playstyle is really, really interesting. Wow.
So is
so
yours.
Subtle.
Why?
So subtle VM. Thank you very much, Todd.
I was trying to be nice, come on.
Why aren't you playing?
We're going to be playing tonight, if you want.
Okay.
You can prove yourself to me.
Maybe we should stream it.
Oh, wow, you're so confident. What makes you so confident, man?
No, I'm not confident, but...
Practicing on Korean.
They always say the silent players are like...
You know I beat MC recently?
Who?
I beat MC.
MC?
Yeah.
Who's MC?
Oh, wow.
All right, I have to
You've just created a lot of haters around the world, man.
I'm not going to read Reddit tonight, that's for sure.
You don't diss the boss toss and get away with it.
That's true. Oh my god. I'm sorry, MC, if you're watching. I doubt so, though.
Avenge here.
Yeah. And they're good friends.
Yeah.
They're good friends.
Can I talk to Dream a little bit? It's like, you really beat me hard, didn't you?
What
was
was that
man,
DT?
those DTs were hopeless. Why did you even try? Did you really think I would not see them? So we're actually drawing the groups right now. So
interesting.
Hopefully we can show them before we close the show out.
Yep.
And
for people who are still confused, like this game was for a third. Like there are 2 seeds for each open bracket, but a third place, like a 5th seed, was opened up because Huck pulled out of the IEM bracket. So yeah, another seed was given to the open bracket, and Dream clinched his spot. And we'll be drawing groups. And it's interesting. The groups right now actually look really even in separation of races.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I like that.
In the first group, we had 1 Zerg, 1 Terran. Second group, 2 Zergs, 1 Terran.
I should think group
1
C,
Protoss,
right there.
1 Zerg, 1 Terran.
Yeah, that third group is like a group of death.
People
and
giving a hand to Dream here. Yeah, very nice racial distribution here.
Yep.
Which doesn't happen all the time, but
not all the time.
Happens some. Actually, these days, it's been really balanced as far as tournaments winner goes. Like one race wins the tournaments.
Yeah.
The other one wins the next one. Maybe Zerg's not been doing as well, maybe, as the other races.
Maybe, but
it's been mostly Protoss and Terrans.
But I think they're still really good.
Okay, nobody likes Zergs.
Yeah.
Especially you. No, I'm just kidding. Zergs have had their time. Now it's over.
Yeah, Wings of Liberty was all Zergs, man. And now it's the time for other races to have a chance.
Life won New York in one of the recent tournaments. Then Deer did pretty well. SOS did well. Teja is always doing well.
Yeah,
no matter what.
Teja just won Home Story Cup,
Teja
right?
is not a Terran, man. He's an alien. He's so good. So I always get amazed by this guy. Every time I see him play in a tournament, like, how can you play so well in every tournament you play in? This is always impresses me so much. Oh, it's goodbye, Sassy. Sassy is waving at me until I say something to him. So
he wants to eat.
Okay.
What do you want to eat?
Leave him alone, man. He's just trolling. Anyway, we're going to have the groups ready here, I think in a second.
Yep.
And Paul is going to be informing us on what's going on and about the new groups. So, Paul, it's your turn to take it away and give us some informations.
Thanks very much to Blisk and to Todd there for the final commentary of the day at the Intel Extreme Masters here in Singapore. We will, of course, be back tomorrow with Groups A and Group B. Group C and D will be done on Saturday, and then we'll move into the quarterfinals, semis, and grand final on Sunday. Right now, though, it's time to give you the groups. Hopefully, we've got those groups done. I know they've been drawn backstage, and here they are. I'm actually seeing them for the first time as you are. Group A will line up like this. Zigua, Curious, MVP, and San. That's a very, very tough group in Group A. In Group B, we've got King Kong, Happy, Dongray Goo, and Squirtle goes into that group. I think every group's tough now, isn't it? Group C, Hero, Scarlet, that's CJ Hero, by the way, not Liquid Hero. Bomber, again in the same group as Scarlet, looking forward to that one on Saturday. And Dream slots into that Group C as well as the last man qualified. In Group D, it's Hydra, Grubby, the defending runner-up from last year, of course, Hack and Effort going through. So there are your groups. Lots of Koreans, but also 4 foreigners in there, so plenty for us to cheer for as the people would like to see. One tournament this year, won by a non-Korean. We've not had it yet throughout 2013. None of the Premier tournaments have been won by anyone else other than a Korean. We've had 4 finals this year where we've seen a foreigner reach it. Naniwa twice this year, and not one of them has been able to win a trophy. Is this the first of the year? Maybe even the last of the year? We'll find out tomorrow. Make sure you join us for Groups A and Group B. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you tomorrow.